Two. All right, good morning, everybody, and happy Labor Day. I'm Joy Limnackern here with Gurveer Dinza, and here at work we've been enjoying some, they always treat us to some free food. They try to give us some food on holidays, which actually is, makes it more worthwhile working on a holiday.
I was about to say, you can't see behind us, but there are boxes and boxes of pizza. So I don't know if I'd associate Labor Day with pizza, but,
Well, we do now.
What we do now. How many of you are laboring today? I don't know. Maybe you've got the day off, but it seems like most people are taking the day off today to sort of say the last hurrah of summer as we head toward. Actually, the temperatures are going to start feeling a little bit more like fall toward the end of this week. Our team of meteorologists saying that it's going to be maybe in the upper 70s or maybe low 80s. That sounds pretty good. Do you celebrate Labor Day, Joy, with your family?
I mean, honestly, I normally work Labor Day.
Me too.
And I'm sure you're the same way. I had so many friends who texted, what are you doing Monday?
Right, I
I'm
know.
like, oh, I'm working.
So many people are like, I think, like we've got pizza in the newsroom.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
It's not like you can grill out for everybody.
Right.
But a lot of people, I think, grill out for Labor Day.
Yes.
Hot dogs, hamburgers,
Absolutely.
Whatever. We actually grilled on Friday. And so just in case you are planning on grilling today, we just want to give you something to think about. You've got to remember to check your grill, especially if you have like a gas grill, so you need to check the tanks. The National Fire Protection Association says between 2017 and 2021, the month of August ranked 4th for the most grill fires. And in about 20% of those, the grill hadn't been cleaned. You think about it, you just sort of, you get through cooking, you're exhausted, you don't think about cleaning it, right? But officials say, at one gas company, say make sure your grill is outside, and you got to check it for wasps' nests too.
That's a good point.
Very listen to this.
Dirt daubers are really popular this time of year. You start to see them start to build their nests, and they'll build their nests inside the burner sometimes, which won't allow the gas to flow through the burner properly. So you want to make sure that you have, make sure all your burners and everything are clean. If you haven't used your grill, or maybe you have a place at the lake and you haven't used it recently, you want to make sure it's that burner is clear and free of dirt daubers and spiders.
So, wow.
Yeah.
That can happen. And one way that you can be proactive about this is so we did all laugh about this on the morning shift this morning. Read the owner's manual.
Read the Who saves it? I mean, I didn't save it. I feel bad. Maybe I'm irresponsible.
I laughed because I said, instead of reading the owner's manual, what I do is I go running over to my local Ace Hardware, and those guys are amazing.
Yeah. At
the Macedonia Woodmont Ace Hardware, shout out to you. I actually went over there this past Saturday. I was going to vacuum my car out, and I got my shop vac, and I was like, what in the world? I'm out here sweating, and it was blowing air out, but it wasn't sucking in. I was like, okay, let me throw this thing in the back of the car. Instead of reading the owner's manual, I drag it down to my Ace Hardware, and Alan's standing outside, and I said, I'm sure this is operator error, but why is this thing not working? And it turns out something really simple. We checked the filter, we checked the tubes, everything was great. He goes, I can't figure this out either. Turns out, there's two holes, right? There's one hole where the air blows out, one where it sucks in. They have to be on opposite sides.
Oh.
So they were both, the way I had it attached, they were both on the same side.
Okay.
And Alan goes, see, it was as simple as that. So read the owner's manual or go see your local Ace Hardware.
There you go. You go see Alan at Ace Hardware. That's the answer.
Alan or any of those guys at the Ace Hardware. But anyway, happy grilling if you are grilling today. If you are not, here's something that you might want to check out if you're looking for something to do this afternoon. Underground Atlanta is hosting its Labor Day block party. Now, just keep in mind, this is for anyone who is 21 years or older. They're going to have drinks, games, live music, food trucks, the whole works, and fireworks, too, at the end of the day. This starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon. General admission tickets are $20, but listen to this. Open bar, $30.
Wow.
And Courtney Jacobazzi was mentioning this morning, she said, look, when a drink costs you $11 or $12, $30 for open bar actually sounds pretty good.
That's
so
right.
So just be safe, whatever you're doing, whether you're grilling or you're going out or spending time with family and friends. We hope it is a safe and healthy Labor Day for you. And for those of you laboring today, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Gurveer.
You bet.
And hopefully you get to go and enjoy the rest of the day later on.
I'm going to go wake my children up.
They're They're sleeping in.
They're
Mom's working
teenagers,
hard.
you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you have teenagers at home, you know.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, happy Labor Day.
You too.
So as people are out and about, we also have a warning about these guys, mosquitoes. And I know I've got mosquito bites all over right now, but this will really make you think. There's a growing number of West Nile cases around the state. Yeah, the Atlanta-based CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, saying that West Nile cases are on the rise here in Georgia. This urgent warning, it's not meant to scare you, but it is urging you to use caution when you're heading outside. So Georgia currently has 6 cases, which is actually far less than many other states in the country. But these cases, they're in the following counties: Chatham, Cherokee, DeKalb, Fulton, Hall, and Richmond counties. Atlanta News First Abby Casoris has more.
Total life-changing moment with one mosquito.
West Nile virus is the last thing Ann Dillard expected as a healthy 53-year-old living in downtown Atlanta. She's here at Emory Hospital, unable to move her legs and awaiting physical therapy. It started as a rash, then a fever. Dillard went to urgent care, but doctors couldn't tell her what was causing her symptoms. And then, days later,
My legs would shake like I just did a really hard workout. You know that feeling? Put my legs over, they just buckled underneath me. I landed on my knees, and then I was like, okay, like I couldn't get up. I got myself to the door, scooting, and unlocked it, called 911, and then they took me here to Emory.
her doctors at Emory performed a spinal tap. That's when she found out she had contracted West Nile virus.
Which just blows my mind, you know.
Dillard is one of 6 cases in Georgia. Other cases have spread around Dahlonega, Augusta, Savannah, Fulton, and DeKalb counties. Natasha Agramonte with the DeKalb County Department of Public Health is catching and testing mosquito larvae in these traps. When mosquitoes test positive, they treat in those communities.
In other parts of the country, it's been a little bit higher than it has been here. But so far from what we've seen from the activity, this is turning out to be a fairly typical year. Maybe it might be trending a little higher, but we're not quite there yet.
Most people with West Nile virus will have mild or no symptoms, but it can cause more severe symptoms affecting the brain.
I get mosquito bites all the time in the summer, like all the time. I'll look down, there'll be 3 there. I swat them, I kill them, whatever. You know, I just didn't know.
Dillard says if she would have known, she would have taken precautions, and she's telling people to do the same. The Georgia Department of Public Health urges people to wear long sleeves if they're heading outside or use an approved bug spray, and make sure there's no standing water in your backyard. In Decatur, I'm Abby Casoris.
This morning, 2 dog breeds that are sometimes labeled dangerous could soon be allowed back at public parks in one metro Atlanta city. Atlanta News First Chelsea Bonfor stopped by Lewis Dog Park in Marietta, where pit bulls and Rottweilers were previously banned.
For the last 8 years, these signs have been posted outside of Marietta Park saying pit bulls and Rottweilers are not allowed. But now, one city councilwoman is trying to change that and make the parks more inclusive for all well-behaved dogs. Marietta City Councilwoman Cheryl Richardson is a dog lover. She owns 2 Rottweilers, but under current city code, she can't bring them to parks like this one.
My dogs have never tried to attack anyone. They don't try to bite anyone.
Signs posted outside all Marietta City dog parks notify residents that Rottweilers and pit bulls are not allowed inside, a decision made back in 2016. But Richardson says it's time for a change.
I don't think that we need to prohibit dogs by their breed. They need to be looked at by their actual temperament.
A quick search online shows the debate over what breed is the most aggressive is ongoing, with pit bulls and Rottweilers frequently the focus. But the CDC says actual data on what breeds attack most often are unreliable. And the American Veterinary Medical Association is against breed-specific legislation, saying any dog can bite you. That's why some Marietta dog owners say they're fine with lifting the ban on the 2 breeds at city parks.
I say it's fine, as long as the owners are watching their dogs and being responsible for them.
It's more about habits and behaviors and health than it is about the breed.
But other dog owners like Angela Burnt fear that mixing in Rottweilers and pit bulls with her little Louie could end poorly.
When the dogs are at home, they might be loving and docile, but when you get them in an environment, perhaps with another alpha dog, it could potentially escalate. And I think that's the whole point, is that they're very unpredictable.